We're here at Christie Park, the AKA the Arctic Circle, for round number 11 of NPL New South Wales Women's, and it is a match that commences round number 11 that features two sides with two contrasting fortunes. For Spirit FC, they are currently last on the premiership table, still searching for not only their first win of the season but also their first points, having lost the last 10 in a row, 11 if you include the final round of last season. They're going up against a hot in form University of New South Wales FC, who are currently the competition leaders coming into this round, undefeated, equal with the Western Sydney Wanderers, but they've had more wins and less draws compared to the Wanderers, and they are sitting comfortably on 26 points, and they'll be looking to potentially inflict more pain on the home side this afternoon. Hello everyone, Connor McNally with you. Welcome to our coverage to commence round 11 of NPL New South Wales Women's, and it's also a round that has some very significance for the women of NPL New South Wales Women's. Of course, it is the Women's Appreciation Round, which we started last weekend and completes this weekend. And we look forward to bringing you more information about the Female Football Week as we're getting ourselves underway. Let's have a look at the two sides that will be taking on each other this afternoon. Firstly, the visitors, Uni of New South Wales, who have been in sensational form so far this season, and they're looking for their 9th straight win of the season. Erin Naylor is the goalkeeper in number 1, Ava Yamahata in number 6, Poppy Channing number 7, Demi Kolasakis number 8, Chloe Smith number 10, Ava Collins number 11, Leah Burton number 14, Sky Kasatia in number 16, Angelica Rustadulu, the captain, in number 17, Milan Hammond in number 24, and Bianca Gattani, formerly Bianca Garlick, she's in jersey number 32, making her her second appearance since returning from A-League women's duties for Sydney FC last week. The substitutes are Leah Puxty, number 5, Lexi Moreno, number 9, Sonali Singh in number 13. Abby Lemon is into the side in jersey 15. She's also returning from A-League women's duties for Sydney FC in jersey 15. Eric Chiapara in number 23, and Demetria Vas is in jersey 99, the goalkeeper. The coach is actually Zoran Numovsky for the Uni of New South Wales. For Spirit FC, they're coached by Jai Cross, the interim head coach. And this is their starting 11. Jasmine Selwyn, the goalkeeper, in number 1. Erin Pridmore comes into the side in jersey 3. Shani Cooney Cross, number 4. Ella Abdul-Masih in number 10. Michaela Gavranich in number 11. Annalise Brewster, 13. Grace Arthard in 16. Frankie Morrow in 19. Andrea Platjes in number 27. Alicia Leggett, 28. And Alexis Malia in 29, with the substitutes Avani Prakash in number 7. Sky Halmaric makes a welcome return to Spirit FC's lineup. It's her second match since returning from A-League women's duties for Sydney FC. She's in jersey 9. Annie Foote, the goalkeeper, the substitute, in 12. Tiana Fuller also comes back into the side in number 20. Charlotte Finnerty in 24. Lola Greenberg in 25. The referee for today's match is Chloe Gray. The assistant referees Lillian Hayes and Karina Katesi. So Spirit FC looking for their first win after 10 straight losses. They'll be running left to right of your monitors for this first half, whilst the Uni of New South Wales in their dark away strip with the yellow numbers, they'll be running right to left of your monitors. And as I said, they are a side that is in hot form right now, leading the competition by 2 points ahead of the Western Sydney Wanderers. Both teams undefeated, but Uni of New South Wales have had more wins than the Wanderers so far this season and less draws than the Wanderers. So we're waiting for things to get underway here to kick off Female Football Week, and we do so off the boot of Chloe Smith for the Uni of New South Wales. And it'll go down to Leah Burton and to Yamahata. Down now to Poppy Channing. And now Angelica Rustadulu, who has been one of the sensations since joining the Uni of New South Wales last season. Featured very prominently in their premiership campaign, where they finished 3rd on the premiership table last season. Channing now with the ball on the eastern side. Down to the captain and Hurustadulu. Looking to get around Gavranich. She does so. Pass it to Chloe Smith, who's the leading goal scorer for the Uni of New South Wales with 5 goals and only 5 starts in the starting 11 so far this season. Down now to Burton. She brings it up to the 18-yard box. Kicked away by Spirit. Advantage played by Abdul Masi, but foul conceded by the Uni of New South Wales. Free kick to Spirit. Has been a very, very stressful time for Spirit FC. We're currently at the bottom of the table with a goal difference of minus 47. They've only scored 3 goals so far this season. And they're looking for their first goal in many, many rounds. Advantage played now by Collins. Now Bianca Gattani plays the ball, defends it successfully. Was looking to find Collins, but that goes out. It will be a throw into Spirit through Leggett. They'll come off the feet there of the Uni New South of Spirit. I'm sorry, will be a throw into Uni New South Wales, brought back in by Burton. Gattani plays the advantage. We know as Bianca Gullich. Here's a chance now for Collins. Gets around a couple of Spirit players, looking to play it, trying to pass it, and in fact, she was trying to strike it. Will come off the foot there of Spirit. Will be a first corner kick of the match to be taken by the Uni of New South Wales, the competition leaders. Demi Kulasakis to take the corner. On a very, very dark and overcast afternoon with some spits of rain just prior to kickoff. Set piece and play as Kulasakis comes in. Goes over the top of Spirit. Will be played there by Abdul Masi. Hurustadulu trying to chase the ball, but some strong speed there by Spirit. Played there by Andrea Platches. And will be a throw into Spirit. Very positive start to Spirit. Here's a chance now. Will be played by Sky Halmarick, who's in the starting 11, but caught beautifully there by Erin Naylor. So Halmarick originally in the substitutes, but brought into the starting 11 by Coach Jai Cross. And that's a smart call there by Jai to bring in Halmarick into the starting 11. Halmarick, an absolute sensation in last year's competition, and looking to make an immediate impact. I think it might have been 19 in Frankie Morrow. But we do know that Halmarick is in the starting lineup in today's match. Yamahata brings it back into play for the Uni of New South Wales, and it will be played now by Burton. Looking to find Collins. It's smothered and kicked out there by Cooney Cross, and it will be a throw into the Uni of New South Wales. Burton finds Cooney Cross instead. Gattani was looking to try and play the advantage and struck that one to the back of the net, but kicked away there by Selwyn. Throw into Spirit FC.
Flew in this morning.
As I said, for Spirit, it's been a torrid time as Uni New South Wales played the advantage, but was struck there by Smith, already the highest goal scorer of the season. Now Hurustadulu, she'll have a strike, and that's the first goal of the match. The captain gets the opening goal on the board, and that was calm as you like for Angelic Hurustadulu. So in the 7th minute of play, Spirit FC 0, Uni of New South Wales 1, and that's the start that Zora Namoski will be happy with. They look to go 8 on the trot and keep their unbeaten winning run going. As I mentioned before, Spirit FC have had a horrid season so far. Of course, their head coach departing after 6 rounds, John Zarukas. Jai Cross in the interim head role as the advantage play by the Uni of New South Wales. Hammond looking to get around a couple of Spirit players as advantage play by Kulasakis down to Hurustadulu. Hammond, Kulasakis again. Challenge there for the ball by Frankie Morrow, and it will be a throw into Spirit. Hurustadulu with the header, but that will go out. Throw it again to Spirit FC. Uni playing the advantage there with Smith. She passes it down to Hammond. On the edge of the 18-yard box. She has a strike, but that will go over the top of the crossbar. Goal kick to Spirit. Coming into this weekend, the ladder sees Uni New South Wales leading on 26 points, 8 wins and 2 draws. No losses. Been a great record. As I said, undefeated with the Western Sydney Wanderers, but the Wanderers have 1 less win and 1 more draw. 7 wins, 3 draws for 24 points. Bulls FC Academy, 3rd on the premiership table after some big wins, particularly against Apia Laika, who have dropped from the top of the table to 4th. 23 points for Bulls FC Academy to Apia's 22. And charging quite strongly now are the likes of the Northern Tigers and Sydney University, who sniff a chance to get inside the top 4. Arustadulu plays the advantage. She'll pass it now to... There's a chance there for Chloe Smith, but blocked by Spirit. It will be another corner, second one of the match for the visitors from Kensington. So Sydney University 5th on the table, 18 points, 2 ahead of Northern Tigers after a big win last week against Sydney Olympic, 2-1. Manly United also getting back into the winning books as well. They're 7th on 14 points. But let's have a look at this corner taken there by Kulasakis. Yamahata heads that one, but caught beautifully there by Selwyn. On target as well by the Japanese import, who has played so well since joining Spirit FC, not Spirit FC, the Uni of New South Wales. Abdul Masih is back into play. In fact, that's Abdul Masih being challenging Hurustadulu. Hurustadulu to Channing. So definitely helping the firepower, having 2 Sydney FC players in the side as Burton dribbles it up, being challenged there by Morrow and Clutches. But they get the ball back through Collins. Ball now with Morrow for Spirit. Oh, foul conceded by Spirit. With a tackle there on Kulasakis. Kulasakis okay, but it will be a free kick to the Uni of New South Wales. So back to the premiership table with a 4-player war in place for Spirit. Angelica Rustadulu will take the free kick. Gladesville Ravens, they're on a streak as well. 13 points in 8th place, and it's Hills United, equal as Sydney Olympic, but ahead on goal difference. As Rustadulu comes in, goes over the top, not just of the wall, but over the top of the crossbar. So goal kick to Spirit. Stingrays 11th on 9 points, ahead of MacArthur on 8. The Western Sydney Rangers have dropped from 11th initially to now be, or 10th initially, to be second last on the ladder with 7 points. But as I said, Spirit FC, bottom of the table, still searching for not just their first points, but their first win of the season or even their first draw. And at the moment, they've got a goal difference of minus 46 coming into this weekend. Make that now minus 47. But they'll look to try and get one back. Challenge on the ball there by Gitani. It's not all kosher there, but saved again by Selwyn. Spirit bring it up. It was played there by Pridmore, but looking to find Abdul Masi. That one goes out and will be played by the Uni of New South Wales. And a Yamahata. Good pass. Down to Burton with some open space. Will be chased there. And Morrow. Gattani now with the ball. Formerly Gallage. Channing now with the ball. Down to the captain, who was to do. Cheeky pass. To Chloe Smith, Yamahata. And again to Burton. In fact, it's Grace Attard challenging for the ball. Gets around Attard. It's a good run there. Quickly passes it to Kulazakis. Played there by Gattani to Yamahata once more. And we're just controlling the play here, Uni. Doing it well. Stolen away by Gavranich. But Uni quick to react and take the ball back. Hammond. Looking to get around Abdul Masi. Doing everything possible to try and bamboozle Abdul Masi. Yamahata down to Lewis Tadulu. Strike now. Looking to find Collins, but Spirit get the ball back. Advantage played there by Gavranich, but stolen away by Uni through Kasachia and then Yamahata. Now Collins with the ball. Oh, good cycle kick to Collins. She's looking to strike. Here she goes. Goes across the right goal post. It will be a goal kick to the home side here at the Arctic Circle. Of course, Female Football Week currently happening until tomorrow. And it's a nationwide initiative celebrating the rapid growth of women's football and recognising the huge contribution that women make to the game at every level. And across New South Wales, Football New South Wales, along with local association and clubs like the Union of New South Wales and NWS Spirit, will be hosting a range of activities, including female football rounds, come and try sessions and free skills clinics, all aimed at getting more girls and women involved into the game that we love, the world game. For more information on how to get involved, head to footballnewsouthwales.com.au as Collins was looking to have a strike. Still has possession of the ball, looking to get around two Spirit players, and she'll pass it down to Kasachia. Played there by Kulasakis. Looking for Hammond. Hammond has a strike, goes over the top of the crossbar. That's 3 attempts on target there by the Union of New South Wales. Just not quite getting on target just yet into the back of the net. "15th minute of play. We're approaching the 16th minute. It's still Spirit FC 0. The Uni of New South Wales 1. Kulasakis gets the ball for the Union of New South Wales, and Hurustadula was looking to pass that to Yamahata, but slips over in the process. Channing with the ball now. Gets around Clutches. Quickly pass it to the captain. Yamahata down to Burton. When you look back on the results so far for Spirit FC, going back to the last time they scored in first grade, you've got to go back to round number 4 when they played the Northern Tigers. Good pass there by Collins. She's looking for Chloe Smith, but it's been intercepted there by Pridmore. And it will be a goal kick to Spirit FC. So yeah, round 4, 6 rounds ago, they last scored a goal. And it's against the Northern Tigers, who comprehensively won 7-1. Grace Attard was the goal scorer back in round 4 for Spirit FC. Katani with the ball. That's representing Croatia at international level. Previously played for Central Coast Mariners and A-League Women's. This year playing for Sydney FC. Played by Burton. He's looking to find Collins, but that goes out. A goal kick to Spirit FC. Must be said, it's a very youthful side, Spirit FC, but not lacking talent, that's for sure. Particularly when you've got someone like Sky Halmarick in the side. Of course, returning after playing Sydney FC. There was calls of a foul there by Spirit, but play-on's the call there by Chloe Gray. Gavranich challenging on the ball. Abdul Massi, challenging for the ball on Yamahata. That one goes out, and it will be a Spirit corner kick or Spirit throw-in. Looks like it is a throw-in, and it will be played by Alicia Leggett. It's a big night of football coming up. Right there by Casaccia. Of course, let's not forget A-League Men's second leg of the semi-final between Sydney FC and the Newcastle Jets. The winner to take on Auckland FC in next week's grand final. And of course, Wellington Phoenix playing in their first A-League grand final of any grade. They play, of course, the A-League Women's grand final. Hammond brings the ball up near the northeastern corner, looking to get around a Spirit player, but defended successfully by Spirit. And Uni of New South Wales get another corner kick to be taken by Demi Kulisakis. Of course, Wellington Phoenix taking on Melbourne City for the grand final. Not wait for that match, because the match is on 10, and of course Paramount Plus as Kulisakis comes in, headed in by, so it might have been Collins, and it goes over the top of the crossbar. Goal kick to Spirit. So fixtures coming up this weekend in NPL New South Wales Women's. This match kicking things off for round 11. Tomorrow, as Burton brings the ball up, looking to find Chloe Smith. Smith goes cross, looking to have a strike at goal, but finds Selwyn's defence there. Bulls FC Academy looking to get another win at home, this time against Manly United in a local derby match. That's at Northbridge Oval, 20-3 tomorrow afternoon. Casaccia plays the ball. And to Hammond. We're going to find Harustadulu. Harustadulu quickly passes it to Katani. Katani looking to find Chloe Smith, but couldn't get that on target. Channing now. Intercepted there by Abdul Massi. Morrow trying to get ahead on that one, but now it'll be played by Malia. Down to Gavranich. Challenge there by Burton just lets that ball roll down to Naylor, the goalkeeper this year for the Uni of New South Wales. So as I said, Bulls FC Academy taking on Manly United tomorrow, 20-3. At 3 o'clock, it'll be Macarthur taking on the Northern Tigers, who are looking for their third win in a row. Collins getting around Cooney Cross, but intercepted by Spirit. Collins gets the ball back. Get around Platches. She has a strike. Off target. This is it, Macarthur taking on the Tigers. Tigers looking for their third win in a row. Having beaten Hills United and Sydney Olympic in the last 2 weeks. RPR Leichhardt looking to get a win after 2 straight losses, taking on the Illawarra Stingrays at Lambert Park in Leichhardt tomorrow afternoon at 10-5. At 5 o'clock, Sydney University SFC taking on the Western Sydney Wanderers. That's a juicy match that we're looking forward to at Sydney University Football Ground. And then Hills United at 5:30 taking on the Gladesville Ravens at Valentine Sports Park. At Sydney Olympic out of the Crest Oval, Bass Hill taking on Western City Rangers. There's a good strike there, but it went across the face for Uni. Down to Gattani. Slips over in the process. It calls for a foul, but referee Chloe Gray says there was no foul in that tackle there, and there will be a goal kick to Spirit FC. So that match between Olympic and the Rangers kicks off at 20-6 tomorrow afternoon. All matches on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel as Kasachia settles the ball. Will be played by Gattani. She's been challenged there by 2 Spirit players, and it was stolen by Platches down to Cooney Cross. Smith looking to steal the ball away. Selwyn couldn't really get much impact on that kick there. Gattani passed it to Kasachia. Kasachia settles the play, passes it to Yamahata. She'll go down now to Burton. This time's at Kasachia, but quickly Yamahata kicks her foot on the ball there, and will be played advantage there by Channing. She dribbles it up to Hurst Dulu. Gets around her opposite and struck away there. Now, Kasachia, she has a strike. Just off target. Well, Uni have definitely had more possession of the ball and more attempts on target compared to Spirit FC. They really haven't had much ball time in the Uni of New South Wales' own side of the field. And more dominance as Gattani for Uni. Quickly passes it to Hammond. Hammond brings it up to the 6-yard box. You have a strike, but it's been blocked there by Spirit. It's blocked there by Leggett, and will be a goal kick to, in fact, it's a corner kick to the Uni of New South Wales. 4th one of the match to the visitors. Sarkis lines it up, set piece in play. Looking to find the header, and that's the second goal for the Uni of New South Wales. Well executed, well on target. And they go now to 2 up ahead of the home side. So it looks like it might have been Milan Hammond who headed that one into the back of it. No, it wasn't Milan Hammond. Looks like it was Ava Collins. So great goal there by Ava Collins. So it's Spirit FC 0, Uni of New South Wales 2. Here's a chance for Smith, but quickly struck away by Selwyn. In fact, it was Bianca Gattani that puts her name into this, into the record book. So Gattani gets her second goal of the season since joining Spirit, since joining the Uni of New South Wales. 26th minute of play. And that was in the 25th minute. The goal scored by Bianca Gattani. Channing brings it up. Now to Casaccia. Looking for Burton, but Casaccia not happy with that pass there to Burton. You could hear, oh my God, wasn't happy with herself there with that attempt. Advantage played now by Gattani. Passes it to Hammond. Looking to get around Leggett. Into the 18-yard box. Struck by Hammond. Blocked there successfully by Spirit. Good defence there. Now it'll be played by Morrow. Morrow looking to get around Channing. First opportunity now for Spirit in ages to play inside Uni's side of the field, but it will be a throw into Uni of New South Wales. So Uni already with the advantage of 2 goals up. Angelica Ristadulu and Bianca Gattani, goal scorers so far. You might notice, when you look at the graphics, Bianca Galich, it is the same player. She got married earlier this year to a long-time partner. Now plays under the married name of Bianca Gattani. Morrow plays the advantage now, looking to get around Channing. First chance for Spirit, but it will be stolen back by Uni, unfortunately. Will go out and will be a throw into Spirit FC. They're still searching for their first goal since round 4. Gattani. Down to Collins. Finds Chloe Smith. Good pass as well. Looks to get around a Spirit player. Lays the advantage, but there's no one to pass it to. Smith is still chasing for it. She's been challenged there by Annalise Brewster, and it will be a foul conceded by Spirit. Free kick to the Uni of New South Wales. It will be Angelica Rustadulu that will take the free kick. So again, another set piece in play in the 29th minute. Is to go 3 up. Rustadulu comes in. Headed in by Hammond. And that is Demi Koulasakis. That puts her name into the record books. A nice pass there. A header pass by Milan Hammond to Koulasakis. And Koulasakis gets the 3rd goal of the match for the Uni of New South Wales. Spirit FC 0, Uni of New South Wales 3. Nicely played. It goes back to that free kick by the captain Angelica Rustadulu. Played there Hammond. Down to past it to Koulasakis, who just headed that one in casually. Zatar brings it back in for Spirit. Advantage play. Casaccia now. Played there by Gattani. Gattani down to Smith. Rustadulu, but intercepted brilliantly there by Gavranich. Pridmore. Now Brewster. Challenge there for the ball. Foul conceded by the Uni of New South Wales. An advantage played by Spirit. Down now to Abdul Massi. Challenge for the ball there by Yamahata. Abdul Massi still has possession. Here's the first real chance now for Spirit to strike. Abdul Massi again. Down to Attard. The last goal scorer for Spirit. Brewster on the edge of the 18-yard box, but that will go out, and that'll be a goal kick to the Uni of New South Wales. Or there is some conjecture, but it's a corner kick awarded to Spirit FC. Referee Gray saying that it came off the foot there of New South Wales. So it'll be a corner kick to Spirit as they look to get their first goal since round 4. Come in. An attempt there by Pritmore to header that one in. And we'll get the ball back. Struck there by Platches. And nicely saved by Aaron Naylor. Everything's going the way of New South Wales at the moment as Ulster-Dulu plays it. Of course, at 5:30 we've got NPL New South Wales men's right here at the Arctic Circle, aka Christie Park. Annabelle Banfield will be calling the game of the men's match between last year's premiers Spirit FC against the Marconi Stallions. Can't wait to have Annabelle join you for the 5:30 kickoff. Yamahata down to Casaccio. Quickly passes it to Hammond. Quick, gets around Attar nicely too. Struck now by Casaccio. Looking to find someone to header that one too. Replayed by Morrow. Here's a chance now for Abdul Masi. Brings it up to the 18-yard box. Blocked successfully by Channing. Good block. And Uni get the ball back. 33rd minute of play. It's still Spirit FC 0. Uni of New South Wales 3. We had a match in the NPL New South Wales men's played last night. Sydney FC beating Sydney Olympic 2-0 at Rockdale Wellington. There was calls for foul there, but advantage played. Struck now. Chloe Smith trying to head that one in, but clashes with Selwyn. Down now to Gattani. Gattani down to Casaccio. Great attempt by Chloe Smith. Of course, she is the leading goal scorer for the Uni of New South Wales, and she was very effective last year. Here's a chance. We'll go over the top of the head there of Collins. It'll be a goal kick to Spirit FC. Match is currently in progress in NPL New South Wales men's for those following along at home. 26 minutes into the match between the Uni of New South Wales, who are playing at home today at the Village Green, taking on Rockdale Wellington. Rockdale Wellington, the score currently 0-0. From last year's New South Wales League One men's premiers and champions, as it will be played by Kulasakis down to Ulster-Dulu. That one will go out, be thrown into Spirit. The other match currently happening right now, 32nd minute of play between Western Sydney Wanderers and Blacktown City. The Wanderers in front, 1-0 over Blacktown City. Channing to Yamahata. Finds Casaccio. Diversion once more. Pass by Chloe Smith to Gattani. Channing once more. Ulster-Dulu to Collins. Chance for Smith. Here's another chance for Demi Kulasakis, and she makes it 2. Spontaneous effort there by Demi Kulasakis, and she goes bang bang this afternoon. So in the 36th minute, Spirit FC 0, Uni of New South Wales 4. Brilliant goal there by Demi Kulasakis. For a foul there by Spirit, but they don't get it from referee Gray. Advantage play. Down now to Hammond. Hammond brings it inside the 80-yard box. She's looking to find Smith. Blocked by Spirit. And played there by, I think it was Grace Attard. It will be a throw-in. It will be Leah Burton that will bring it back in. Just looking at Jamie Kulizakis' record as Hammond has a strike, comes off Tony Cooney cross, and it will be a goal kick to Spirit FC. Coming into this match, she had 4 goals so far this season. Overall, if you include Waratah Cup competition, the Waratah Cup. Actually, sorry, Sapphire Cup. That's the Waratah Cup's the men's state knockout competition. Sapphire Cup is the women's, of course. But in terms of NPL New South Wales women's, she's had 3 goals, including this week up to this weekend. She now joins Chloe Smith as the leading goal scorer, equal leading goal scorer. As there's an attempt for a tackle there, and will be foul conceded by Uni. Spirit get the free kick. So those 2 goals, Demi Kulisakis now put it equal with Chloe Smith. Advantage played by Spirit, but when you get the ball back, played by Hammond. She'll go long. She's looking to find Collins. Passes it now to Katani. She's looking to go 2. Blocked successfully by Selwyn. You had to put a body on the line there. Kulisakis, her last goal was round 6 against Sydney Olympic. The previous goal to that was round 2 against the Western Sydney Wanderers, and round 4 against Bulls FC Academy. So, foul conceded by Spirit on Collins. And that was Brewster that conceded the foul. Free kick. Harustadulu to take the free kick. So piece and play for both teams. Here's a chance. Played by Yamahata. That's another goal. Yamahata gets one into the books as well. And that was just brilliantly played there by Ava Yamahata. Aya, I should say. Teeth back in. But Aya Yamahata extends it out to Spirit FC 0, Uni of New South Wales 5. And that now means that Spirit FC, and I hate to say this, their goal difference is now past the half-ton. We're in the 40th minute of play, so we're approaching the final 5 minutes of play before stoppage time as Channing settles the ball. For Yamahata, that's her first goal since round 5 when they won 4-1 against the Northern Tigers. So that's her 3rd goal of the season. Played now by Pridmore, down now to Attard. And Attard brings it up, she dribbles it up to pass to Abdul Masi. In fact, it's not Abdul Masi. Passes it to Morrow, but stolen by Uni. Advantage played by Hammond. Will be chased by Morrow. Down now to Mullin. Pridmore goes long. Finds Yamahata instead. Attar gets the ball back for Spirit. But nicely stolen by Kulisakis. Played now by Hammond. Kulisakis again. Foul conceded by Attard, and that'll be a free kick to the Uni of New South Wales. play the advantage. Burton. Hammond. She'll have a strike. Blocked by Spirit again. Now to Abdulmasi. Missed time there by Attard. Will be played there by Kasachia. Goes over the top to Morrow. Calls for a foul there by Abdulmasi. She's complaining that Kasachia blocked her attempt to play the advantage, but referee Gray says play the advantage. There's no impeding there. Here's a chance now for Katani. She'll have a challenge there by Leggett, and Leggett will, in fact they'll say it's a goal kick to, is it a throw-in? It is a throw-in. Throw-in to Uni. Attard steals the ball. Katani challenges and she gets the ball back. Burton down to Hammond. Got players in place in the 18-yard box. Kasachia. Channing. Played there by Chloe Smith, but couldn't get a foot on the ball quickly. Advantage played by Spirit. Blocked there by Kasachia. Attard has the ball. She'll play the advantage. Won't get her foot on the ball in time, as we're now in the final 5 minutes of this first half. Urostadulu, 43rd minute of play, approaching 2 minutes before half-time. Pridmore being challenged by Smith. Throw into Spirit. Well, Uni have certainly asserted their dominance in every sense of the word since kickoff. They lead 5-0. So we're approaching half-time. Kasachia. Channing. Yamahata goes long down to Burton. Hammond. On the edge of the 18-yard box. Still maintains possession despite falling over. Looking to get around Cooney Cross. She'll have a strike. Here's a chance for Chloe Smith, but quickly passes it to Kasachia. Kasachia down to Hurustadulu. And the captain. She'll have a strike. Blocked there successfully by Malia. Spirit get the ball back. Brewster defends that and will go out and will be played by Uni. Throw in. It's in the Coney arriving for their match coming up. We're in the final minute before stoppage time. I'm sure we'll have too much stoppage time here. As Collins has a strike, Smith has a go. Goes over the top of the crossbar. So Selwyn. Back into play. Find the header there of Pilasakis. Smith has a go. Advantage now played again by Uni through Hammond. Will be challenged by Plutches. Cycle kicks it down to Burton. She might have a go and have a strike, but blocked successfully by Spirit. Cooney Cross gets it out of the danger zone. She dribbles it up and just to find Morrow. Channing was looking to intercept that. That one will go out. Be a throw into Uni of New South Wales. So we're now in stoppage time. The first minute of stoppage time. Zura Namoski will be definitely happy with his side going into the half-time breakers. Smith looking to play the advantage of that pass. That will be blocked there by Leggett. And will be a throw into Uni. Gattani goes cross field, but to find Leggett's foot instead. Be a corner to the Uni of New South Wales. If they go 6 up before half time, it'll be a very impressive half by the visitors as Kulisakis takes the corner. Headed in by Ava Collins, but goes over the top of the crossbar, and that will do for the first half. A clinical performance by the Uni of New South Wales, who lead 5-0 at half-time. The goal scorers, Angelica Rustadulu, 2 goals to Demi Kulisakis, Bianca Gattani and Aya Yamahata, the other goal scorers. It's been an impressive display of performance there by the Uni of New South Wales against the Spirit FC side that are still trying to get their first goal since round 4. The halftime score right now, Spirit FC 0, the Uni of New South Wales 4. We'll be back in 15 minutes' time for the second half as the Uni of New South Wales look to extend their lead here in the opening match of round 11 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Premiership. We'll be back soon. Great to have your company on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel as Uni get themselves into position with Leah Puxty being the first substitute for the match for the visitors. It was a planned substitution by Zora Namoski. We get to see Sky Halmarick make an appearance, but I'm sure we'll see her during the second half as we're underway in this second half. As Hurustadulu is being challenged there by Morrow, and foul conceded by Hurustadulu. Free kick to Spirit FC. Satya. Down now to Lexi Moreno. It's a second substitution as well, so planned substitutions by Zora Namoski. We're looking to find Smith through Puxty. Here's a chance now. Chloe Smith has a go. Was looking to chip one over the top of the head there of Selwyn, but Selwyn quickly on top of that. Now will be played by Gavranich, who has been challenged by Ulustadulu. It looks like Bianca Gattani has finished for the afternoon. She finishes with a goal. Now conceded by Uni. And the Commons protesting the decision given out by referee Chloe Gray. Morrow now plays the advantage. Intercepted by Channing. Yamahata being challenged there by Abdul Masi. Ulustadulu to Smith. Play the advantage, so in fact Gattani's still in the field of play, so that's good news. So it looks like Leah Burton has finished for the afternoon. Just casting my eye over the field. I know Leah Puxty has come in, so too has Lexi Moreno. We play now by Abdul Masi. Dribbles it up towards the 18-yard box to look to have a strike. Channing, beautifully struck by Abdul Masi. Channing was trying to block that, but caught brilliantly by Naylor. Down to the captain, Hurustadulu. Nicely intercepted there by Gavranich. Abdul Masi again has another attempt. Challenged there by Channing as Yamahata intercepts the ball. Taken back there by Malia. Still searching for their first goal since round 4. Morrow and Yamahata challenge. Struck away by Uni. Down to Smith. Smith gets around Cooney Cross. Advantage played by Uni, but intercepted there by Spirit. Morrow, nice little cycle kick out the back. Intercepted by Uni. Hurustadulu. Looking to pass it down to Collins. Played there by Fredmore. And now be played by Brewster. Malia. Morrow now with the ball. Using their numbers here, Spirit. And Mahata intercepts the ball. Chance now for Gavranich. Pressure being applied by Uni to defend. Abdul Masi will have a strike, but off target. So looking at the halftime stats, Spirit have only had 2 shots on target to Uni of New South Wales' 14. Both teams have equal amount of fouls, 4 each, but the corners are staggering. They've only had 1 corner, Spirit, compared to the Uni of New South Wales 5. And in terms of the score, they lead 5-0. Moreno. With some fancy footwork. Down to Hurustadulu. We'll find Collins. She'll have a strike. Looking for Hammond. But kicked away by Malia. Looking to be settled there by Attard as Puxty applies some pressure. There'll be a throw into the visitors. Collins trying to get a foot on the ball there, but just mistimes that. Will be played now by Gavranic. He gets around Hurustadulu. Good pass down to Morrow. That was a good pass to Kasatia. Now it'll be Abdul Masi with Channing looking to challenge again. Abdul Masi having an attempt to strike a goal, but blocked there by Channing. It will be a corner, the second one of the match to the home side. Of course, real football homegrown in 2026 for NPL New South Wales women's and both NPL New South Wales men's. Great to have your company on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel to kick off round 11 of the Women's Premiership for 26 as Spirit come in. Goes way over the top, headed away there by Puxty. Collins will chase the ball to keep the ball in play. And it will be a throw into Spirit, which it is. Uni winning the advantage there. There'll be a goal kick. And Jai Cross making two. In fact, there'll be three substitutions straight away in the early stages of this second half. Avani Prakash comes in jersey 7. And coming off the field will be Michaela Gavranic. Shani Cooney Cross is also looking like she's coming off. No, it might be Platches that is finishing for the afternoon, which she is. And also finishing the afternoon, Grace Attard. So coming in for her first appearance this afternoon will be Sky Halmarick, Tiana Fuller as well. So they're going to inject quite a bit of firepower for Spirit FC, who are looking for their first goal since round 4. Throw in. Halmarick with the ball. Calls for a foul by Spirit, but advantage played by Uni. And now there's some open space for Chloe Smith. Pridmore ready to strike. Here's a chance for Smith. Outside of the 18-yard box, but caught safely by Selwyn. Now, Collins gets around Malia. Prakash now, her first touch of the ball for this afternoon. Ooh, play on is the call by referee Gray. Down to Kasatia. Arustadillo has a strike. Off target. Looking to get her second of the afternoon. Kulasaka, so she might be finished for the afternoon as well. She finishes with 2 goals for the afternoon. Well done to Demi Kulasakis. Pass there. Didn't quite work for Hurustadulu to get a foot on the wall there. So, foul conceded. Kasatia on Prakash. He'll take the free kick. So, I mentioned Kulasakis and Gatani still out in the field. So Burton and Kulasakis, their job is done for the afternoon. Foul conceded by Uni. It will be a free kick to Spirit FC. I can't see Kulasakis out on the field at the moment, but they're going to set a wall up now. Uni will be a 3-person wall, or 2-person wall by the looks of it. So set piece and play for Uni, as is for Spirit. It will be Abdul Masi that will take the free kick. Grubbers it long, caught beautifully there by Naylor. So if you've just joined us, New South Wales comfortably leading 5-0. Struck now by Moreno. We'll find the feet there of Morrow. Challenged there by Gatani. Now it'll be Horostadulu. Goal scorer is Demi Kulasakis, who's finished the afternoon with 2 goals. The other player now finished for the afternoon is Leia Burton. Leia Puxty and Lexi Moreno have come in as the substitutes. 5-0. Kulasakis, Horostadulu, Yamahata and Katani, the goal scorers. Speaking of Yamahata, it's out of the penalty area. So look to play the advantage. There by Kasachia. And to Channing. Did we get around Tiana Fuller? This is Horostadulu. Updates currently half-time over at the Village Green, still 0-0 between the Uni of New South Wales and Rockdale Wellington. That's in the men's match. The New South Wales men's as Horostadulu quickly passes it to Chloe Smith of Pridmore. We're going to go over the top of Pridmore. She does that, but we'll find Selwyn instead. Morrow will now play it down to Prakash. The other match currently happening, Western Sydney Wanderers and Blacktown City in NPL New South Wales men's, currently 2-2 after 52 minutes of play. Match is kicking off at 5 o'clock. We'll see Manly United take on the Wollongong Wolves at Cromer Park. SD Raiders taking on the Sutherland Sharks in a local derby match. At 5:30, Spirit FC take on the Marconi Stallions. 8:30, St George Saints taking on Sydney United 58. And St George City at 7:15 taking on RPL Leichhardt. That's in the men's matches for round number 15, I think it is. So the halfway point of the season. Spirit play the advantage through Halmaric, but she slips over in the process. Now to Katani. Lemon and Halmaric, all teammates at Sydney FC this season in A-League Women's, but now playing against each other. In the case of Halmaric against Katani and Lemon. Channing now with the ball. We passed it to Horostadulu, who has played A-League Women's in the past. Advantage play. It's a good pass by Kasachia down to Collins. Smith ready to take the pass. Good pass by Horostadulu, but blocked successfully there by Brewster. And it will be a corner to the Uni of New South Wales to be taken by Lexi Moreno. Sixth corner of the match for the visitors. As they look to go 6-0 up. '59th minute of play. Moreno comes in. Deflected away by Spirit. Will be a goal kick to Spirit. So it would have been deflected by Uni. Halmaric. Katani wins the advantage for Uni. Played by Hammond. Good defence there by Smith. On the edge of the 18-yard box. Looking to find Hammond. Casaccia, well, actually it would have been Moreno, but the advantage now played. It will be played by Fuller. Caught there by Naylor. Long range strike as well by Tiana Fuller. Here's a chance now for Hammond, but couldn't get her foot on the ball in time. Quickly picked up by Selwyn. So next week, in NPL New South Wales Women's round 12, as Halmaric plays the ball, being challenged by Yamahata. Prakash now plays it. Advantage played by Uni. Good attack here. Hammond looking to get around Alicia Leggett and successfully does so. And Milan Hammond goes bang into the back of the net and puts the Uni of New South Wales 6-0 up against Spirit FC. Well executed there by Milan Hammond. And it's now Spirit FC 0. Uni of New South Wales 6 in the 62nd minute of play. Get back underway through Prakash, and now it'll be Fuller. Pressure being applied by Smith and Barista-Dulu, back down to Brewster. Looking to find Halmaric. Halmaric will have an attempt to strike. She'll have a go. First goal of the season for Sky Halmaric, and the first goal since round 4 for NWS Spirit. A much needed goal, in fact. And that will boost the confidence of the home side. Spirit FC 1, Uni of New South Wales 6. It's the first goal since round 4 for the home side. A much needed goal, as I said. More so to just boost their confidence. Now conceded by Uni. And again, it's the immediate impact by Sky Halmaric, who played so well last season. Brewster looking to get around Casaccia. Casaccia applying some pressure. Forces an error on Brewster. It'll be a throw into the visitors. Halmaric, only 18 years of age, but last season it was a breakout year, no question about it. Just looking at the goals Sky Halmaric scored last year, as free kick will be given to, or the advantage will be played by Spirit with the throw-in. She scored 25 goals overall last year, if we include the knockout competitions, the Sapphire Cup, but 23 goals last season in first grade. An impressive strike rate, almost a goal a game. As Fuller will now look to apply some pressure again. A second goal gets around Harusta Ludulu. Naylor looking to dive through the air and push that one away, but it was way off target by Fuller. It'll be a goal kick to the Uni of New South Wales. And like I said, goal, in fact, you could say more than a goal a match. 23 goals for the season last year. An impressive strike rate for someone only 18 years of age and impressed the talent scouts at Sydney FC and gaining a professional contract in the process. As Hurus Tadulu passes it down to Leah Puxty. On the field now in number 15 is Abby Lemon, so they have made a substitution. Abby Lemon is the third substitution for the match. Another who's played in Sydney FC colours this season in A-League Women's, and she's already applying some pressure on Spirit. Down to Yamahata. Lemon. It's around Morrow. Played by Gattani. Chance now for Puxty. Blocked by Spirit. Now Hal Marek. Being pressured by Yamahata. Here's another chance for Hal Marek. Can she go 2 up? Driver strike. Close to the 6-yard box. Blocked beautifully by Naylor. Kicked away. But back to the path for Fuller. And goes into the back of the net to make it 2 up. For Spirit FC, and they've clawed back 2 goals in the space of a few minutes. So it's Spirit FC 2, the Uni of New South Wales 6. It was the strike by Hal Marek, blocked by Naylor, but then as the Uni of New South Wales tried to kick that one out of the penalty area, it went back into the direction of Fuller, and she struck that one beautifully into the back of the net, and not even Erin Naylor could stop that. So 2 goals in the space of a few minutes for Spirit, which will help their confidence somewhat. Down now to Hammond. She'll look to get a second goal. Here's a chance. She'll have a go. It goes across the face. Quickly picked up by Lemon. Looking to... Here we go. Blocked away by Spirit, and they've now got a wet sail for the home side. Abdul Massi looking to chase, but picked up by Naylor. They can't be too complacent here, the Uni of New South Wales, as Hammond now takes possession of the ball. Pridmore looking to steal this away, but it's around Pridmore. There's Hammond. Now it's Hurus Tadulu into the 18-yard box. Offside's the call. By assistant referee Lillian Hayes. Here comes Hal Marek, another chance to strike, but has been blocked successfully there by Poppy Channing, and it will be a corner to Spirit FC. Hal Marek looking to go and get her second goal of not just the match, but for this season. Claim 3 back. Could this be the fight back that Spirit FC have been wanting for ages? The corner about to be taken. Headed away by Uni of New South Wales. Prakash with the ball. And now to Brewster. '69th minute of play. Abdul Massi on the edge of the 18-yard box. Tries to go on target, but is left of the left goal post. Uni. Played through Moreno. Gets around Prakash. Don't forget, 5:30. You'll see Spirit FC's men's side take on Marconi. Stick with us because we'll have the separate live stream on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Annabelle Banfield will be calling all the action for that game. Casaccia down to Lemon. Pressure applied by Brewster. Casaccia kicks it over the top. Will find Channing. Pressure there by Abdelmassi being applied to Harustadulu. Intercepted there by Malia. Prakash. Moreno chasing. Brewster once more. Goes long, looking to find Abdelmassi. Keeps the ball in play. Trying to bring it up to the 80-yard box. He gets inside. Blocked there by Casaccia. And the call is it's a goal kick to the Uni of New South Wales. And Abdelmassi not happy with that decision by referee Gray. Naylor will take the goal kick. Matches next week in NPL New South Wales Women's. Next Friday night sees Spirit FC travelling to Cromer Park to take on Manly United next Friday night. Yamahata with the ball. It's next week. We'll see the Uni of New South Wales play at home to Sydney University in the Battle of the Universities. Hammond playing the advantage. Struck now by Moreno, but goes off target, goes across the face and would have gone over the top of the crossbar anyway. So goal kick to Spirit FC. So those are the matches that Spirit FC and the Uni of New South Wales will be playing. Hal Marrick now with the ball. Being chased now by Morrow. Intercepted by Yamahata. She wins the ball back. It'll be played by Prakash. Now here's a chance for Prakash to strike, and she gets one as well. 3 goals. Spirit FC have claimed back over the Uni of New South Wales, and that was brilliantly struck by Avani Prakash. And maybe, just maybe, we might have a game on our hands here. So Spirit FC 3, Uni of New South Wales 6. Well, injecting Tiana Fuller and Sky Hal Marrick into the side in the second half has really turned the fortunes around for Spirit FC after many weeks of struggle. Played by Moreno, looking to find Smith. It will be taken by Cooney Cross. And they get the free kick as well. So in the 73rd minute of play. Managed to keep the ball in play as Abdelmassi trying to get around Harustadulu. Down to Brewster. Pridmore. I think Zoram Namoski might have some concern here. They've conceded 3 goals despite their lead. Hal Marrick. Here's another strike at goal. Naylor saves it. Hal Marrick ready to strike if it bounced in her way. Just couldn't quite get it on target. Not over by a long shot, that's for sure. Yamahata goes long. Hammond keeps the ball in possession. We're going to get around Leggett. Here's a chance now for Smith. She'll have a strike. Goes across the face. Goal kick to Spirit. Might have been Puxty with the ball. It was Puxty, so not Smith. My apologies to Leah Puxty. might have been Chloe Smith that might have been brought off. Foul conceded. Hence why we see maybe 11 into the side. So I can't see Chloe Smith. No, I see Chloe Smith. My apologies. See her in there. Definitely hasn't been taken off. The free kick will be taken by Pridmore. Will be a throw into the Union of New South Wales. We still are in the box seat to take the win at the moment, but they can't be complacent as Halmarick was looking to steal it. Prakash now with the ball. Challenge and foul conceded by Angelica Aristodoulo, and she goes in the book for that tackle there on Prakash. Free kick to Spirit. So the free kick to be taken by Abdul Masi. In fact, it will be taken by Shani Cooney-Cross as she comes in, goes long. And that will go out. It'll be a goal kick to the Uni of New South Wales. And that yellow card by Aristodoulo is her second one of the season. Got the yellow card back in round 8 against RP Leichhardt in their 1-1 draw. Fascinating match between those two sides. It was the match of the round for round 8, and it lived up to its standards. Speaking of Aristodoulo, she has the ball. Casaccia down to Lemon. Lemon dribbles it up. She's looking to find Hammond, but blocked by Leggett. It will be a corner to the Uni of New South Wales. They look to claim one back. And it will be taken by the captain. An attempt by Yamahata goes over the top of the net. In fact, over the top of the netting as well, into the backfield. A goal kick to Spirit FC. And of course, it's the second last day of Female Football Week, which began last week. Finishes tomorrow, but Female Football Week, a great initiative of Football New South Wales. It's a nationwide initiative, in fact, to celebrate the rapid growth of women's football and recognising the huge contribution that women make in this game, as we're seeing some substitutions being made by the Uni of New South Wales. Bianca Gattani has finished for the afternoon. Foul conceded by Spirit. Free kick. Just trying to see the number of who's come on to replace. Might be Erica. No, it's Sonali Singh that's come into the side, so she's the fourth substitution of the afternoon made by Zura Namoski. Gattani finishing up for the day, and she finishes with a goal as well. And as I said, it's a nationwide initiative, Female Football Week, to celebrate the rapid growth of women's football and recognise the huge contribution that women make at every level of the world game. Across New South Wales, Football New South Wales, along with local associations and clubs such as Spirit FC and the Union of New South Wales, will be hosting a range of activities, including female football rounds, come and try sessions and free skills clinics, all aimed at getting more girls and women involved in the game. Here's a chance for Chloe Smith. We're going to get around Pridmore, but been stolen away there by Leggett. Fuller will play the advantage. We're going to find Halmarick. Singh trying to get her head on the ball. Now she'll play the advantage. Chance now. Spirit getting in the way of Union. I don't think Uni are happy with that. Singh gets the ball, but it will be stolen away there by Abdul Masi. She'll play the advantage. There's some open space. Channing will now look to challenge. She'll get around Channing. There's about 3 Uni players attempting to block, and they successfully do so. It will be a throw-in. By the way, footballnewsouthwales.com.au is where you can go to find out more information about Female Football Week. Prakash. Looking for Halmarik, caught by Naylor. So we're into the final 10 minutes of this match, and it's still Uni of New South Wales leading this one by 3 goals. So it's Spirit FC 3, Uni of New South Wales 6. A courageous fight back with Fuller, Prakash and Halmarik, the goal scorers. Played to Lemon. Assisted there by Chloe Smith, but intercepted there by Brewster. And it will be a throw into the visitors through Burustadulu. Lemon. Burustadulu was almost on target there and was looking to find Smith, in fact, but caught there by Selwyn. Yamahata. Down now to Channing. Again, Burustadulu. Good pass to Lemon, but Lemon just can't get on top of the ball there. So approaching the 82nd minute, or the 83rd minute, so almost 82 minutes gone. Moreno looking to head it forward, goes backwards. Advantage played by Spirit. Played there by Fuller. Attempt there by Spirit on target, but finds the safe hands there of Naylor. And that will be a goal kick down to Yamahata. That had an attempt on target as Yamahata goes long, looking to find Smith or Puxty. Here's a chance for Smith on the edge of the 18-yard box, and that'll be a goal kick to Spirit FC. It's the 1 yellow card been given already. It's of course to Angelica Rustadulu. Played by Singh, down to Lemon. Rustadulu again. Goes long. They're on track to keep their winning record intact as Singh goes across the... They're looking to go across the face into the 6-yard area, but go over the top and out to a goal kick for the home side, who have come back strongly in this second half through the efforts of Avani Prakash, Sky Halmarik and Tiana Fuller, the goal scorers for Spirit. The first goal since round 4. Morrow being challenged by Singh. It's okay. Halmarik being blocked. Be played by Uni. Cooney Cross now with the ball for Spirit. Looks to find Halmarik, and Halmarik settles the ball. She weighs up her options. She was looking for Singh, but looking to find Abdul Masi instead. Ball being stolen, but an attempt there by Morrow. Will go to Naylor, and she'll settle the play. We're approaching the final 5 minutes of this match before stoppage time. It's been a brilliant performance by the Uni of New South Wales. With 5 goals in the first half, 1 in the second half, but Spirit have come back strongly with 3 goals. Here's a chance for Lemon. Looking to pass to Smith, and she gets one as well. Chloe Smith gets a 6th goal this season in NPL New South Wales Women's, and it's been brewing for a while. But she finally gets one. And it's now Spirit FC 3, Uni of New South Wales 7. And they'll get the 3 points to take back to Kensington. It's beyond doubt now. So into the final 5 minutes of play, into the 86th minute. And of course, Chloe Smith was the saviour last year for the Uni of New South Wales. Of course, she scored all 3 goals in the final match of the regular season last year, the Premiership, to lock in their first finals appearance in the Championship. Was beating the Northern Tigers in the final round, 3-2. That last goal headed in the dying seconds of stoppage time. Controversial for some, particularly for Tigers fans, but it was a goal that was much celebrated by the Kensington squad. Here's a chance to potentially go 8 up. Puxty, she falls over. It's called okay by referee Gray. Prakash with the ball. On the eastern side of the field. Fuller. Intercepted by Lemon. He's looking to find Smith. Malia with the ball. Down to Pridmore. Pridmore goes long, looking for Hal Marek. Then instead finds Abdul Masih. Sadulu just trying to apply some pressure. Inside the Addy now box. She'll have a strike. Looks for Hal Marek. Well, it wasn't Hal Marek. It was Morrow instead, but Indy get the ball. And now to Singh. It's amazing to think that this is Uni of New South Wales' 3rd season in the top flight of women's football in New South Wales, bearing in mind that they won Football New South Wales League 1 Women's, the Premiership, way back in 2023. And they've achieved so much in those 3 seasons. Down to Lemon, beheaded away. Casaccia. Here's a chance to go 7 up. Goes across the face. Lemon steals the ball back, but blocked successfully by Selwyn. Dulu. Challenge for the ball. Successfully won there. Abdul Masih is challenging on Dulu. Smith playing it down to Lemon, but offside's the call. We're into the final 2 minutes of play before stoppage time. Hal Marek. Finds Lemon. Yapara, we should say, is on the field now as well, I think, for Uni in 23. Yamahata. Yes, it is Kalpara. Facing Milan Hammond. They play the advantage. Huxty. Yapara wins the ball. Moreno successfully defends. To Singh. The final minute of play before stoppage time. They have to get 8 goals off, but intercepted beautifully there by Abdul Masih. She has an attempt, blocked beautifully by Naylor. Well caught. Urustodulu. We'll find the feet there of Spirit, and we won't play by Morrow. Quickly pass it to Hal Marek. Hal Marek gets around Singh. She'll have a strike, looking for Fuller. Fuller has an attempt, but it's way off target. It will be a goal kick to the Uni of New South Wales, because we're now in stoppage time. 10 minutes left before the Uni of New South Wales take home the 3 points back to Kensington and continue their unbeaten run at the top of the ladder to make it 9 wins and 2 draws. Kasachia plays it. She dribbles it up to the halfway line. We'll look to find Hurustadulu. Hurustadulu looks for a strike, looking to find Chloe Smith. Challenge to the ball will be picked up by Kiapara. Played by Moreno. Beautiful by Lexi Moreno. And that makes it 8 for the afternoon by the visitors. In stoppage time as well. So it's Spirit FC 3, the Uni of New South Wales 8. Their biggest win, the biggest amount of goals they've accumulated in a match so far this season. And they now lead comfortably by 5 goals. It's a nice way to put the cherry on top of what has been a commanding performance by Uni. It was a bit of a scare when Spirit got back those 3 goals early in the second half. It will be well, that's it. Full time. And the Uni of New South Wales have a comprehensive win over NWS Spirit. Spirit FC 3, the Uni of New South Wales 8. A brilliant performance. For Spirit FC, the goals to Tiana Fuller, Sky Hal Marek and Avani Prakash, all the substitutions scoring the goals, whilst for the Uni of New South Wales, the scorers, Aya Yamahata, 2 for Demi Kulasakis, Milan Hammond, Bianca Gattani, Angelica Ristadulu and Chloe Smith. And also we've got to include Lexi Moreno in those goal scorers. A brilliant performance by the Uni of New South Wales to continue their unbeaten performance at the top of NPL New South Wales Women's. Thank you for joining us on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. It's a great way to start round 11 of NPL New South Wales Women's Match Day 11. And as we continue Female Football Week, hope you can join us for all the remaining matches tomorrow afternoon on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. But for now, it's Connor McNally signing off. Annabelle Banfield will be taking over the call and duties for the men's match coming up at 5:30 between the Spirit FC and Marconi. But for now, good night from Christie Park. The Uni of New South Wales continue their unbeaten way here in NPL New South Wales Women's. 5-goal winners over Spirit FC. The final score, Spirit FC 3, Uni of New South Wales 8. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.